We're going to share this to Facebook because there's other audiences on Facebook than there's on Instagram. Got to keep that gateway open, you know. Some people don't got Instagram. Some people don't got Facebook. Some people don't got phones. Some people off the grid. And I respect that highly. Let me cleanse this space. Let me shut up. All right. Respect the spirit of the flame, spirit of the fire. I appreciate everyone who joins me today. Cleanse my space as I cleanse your screen. It is 111. Today's intention to feel everything we need to feel that we didn't realize we had to feel. To stay in our hearts, to manifest, to always remember our thoughts manifest our reality. What we think we become. You know, things I don't have to say again. Okay, it's really smoky in here. And while you sage your space, you know, it is good to keep a window open, so all the spirits have somewhere to go. You know, you don't want to sage out your space and just keep all that smoke trapped, because then the spirits, you know, too much congestion. So I will start this tobacco ceremony with Shannon. And I've been saving you, Shannon, for a special occasion, and this is that special occasion now. Let me close my door. I didn't exactly want to listen to this music, but it's the first thing that popped up. So I'm a... Let me not. Okay, let me chill. Where's my light? Okay. So there's too many cameras. Oh my God. For once in my life, I wish there was no cameras, because I'm a photographer. Anyway. So on a serious note, let me get rid of this music because it's actually distracting me now. This tab. So what I learned when I was in Ecuador, you gotta do it like this. So to the spirit of the sky, of the cosmos, of the galaxy, to the creator, to the ground, to my father, to the grass, to Gaia, to Pachamama. Feel your roots, your sway, your air, your rivers, your sun, the dirt, the rebirth, spirit of the north, to remind us which way is up, to keep going. Spirit of the east, part of where I'm from, to remind me that there's more directions and that we're all together as one. Spirit of the south. Wait, shit. That's south. That's north. Spirit of the south. Spirit of the south. Where I'm from. To remind us that when we are down, the only way we can go is up. For your opposites. 444. 111. This numbers I'm getting. Spirit of the west. Spirit of the west. Oh wait, never eat soggy waffles. Spirit of the west. I'm a little bit on one right now. Spirit of the west. For the beautiful, beautiful sunsets, sunrises. To remind us of which direction we came. To always stay in our hearts, find our way back. Okay. I didn't see Stoop popped in. All right, Stoop. I'm sorry. I should know your name by now. I'm sorry, man. Shannon. So the intention was set tonight to feel the emotions we need to feel. I'm doing this a little bit out of order, but it's better late than never. Okay. So, here sitting with my mother, with my father today, as my mother, as my father, because I'm their legacy. Every time I speak, I am her voice. Every time I wake up and see, I'm breathing. because of my parents. And that is something I do not take lightly anymore. I appreciate the times I was lost and down to appreciate these times to be whole and with a direction and purpose. I thank my father, my parents, for allowing me to experience this, for allowing myself to experience this. I appreciate the silence. I appreciate the noise. I appreciate appreciation that we can even feel all these feelings, that I can even feel all these feelings, that my mother allowed me to be in her beautiful embodiment and her legacy. To continue on her life and her legacy. And I will. And I am. And I know my mother's proud of me because I still feel your spirit. I still feel your spirits inside of me. I know you guys are here. I know you guys love me. I know you guys are always here with me, and I know you guys don't want me to be sad, but like somebody said, grief is a small price to pay. Grief is a small price to pay for love this strong. Oh. And I still got that surprise. Don't think I forgot. And no, this is not the surprise. It's just a ceremony. The 111 ceremony for Pachamama. Pachamama. I thank you, Pachamama, for giving us your resources, even when we don't ask permission. Even when we just take, and don't give back. So I'm trying to give you back. And tomorrow I'll go to the river and give back to another ceremony. because I haven't for a while. I almost lost touch. Almost. For the times I lose touch when I find my way back, just that feeling when you find your way back. That feeling when you bounce back from anything, from any situation. Staying in the median. For starting. For starting. And for finishing. Finishing. For our breath. For the yin and yang. For the times we're lost, but then we find the light, and when we find the light, that feeling of finding the light, the warmth of love. It's a great feeling. Just the feeling of love. The feeling of being held by your mother. There's no feeling in the world like that. For Mother Ayahuasca, allowing me to be with my parents. For her showing me what I had to heal. What I had to let go of. For reuniting me with my parents. For showing me what it feels like to be held by your mother. For showing me that beautiful feeling. For giving me my strength. For myself giving me my strength. For everything I've been through in life. For everything I put myself through in life. To always wake up to a beautiful planet, the beautiful sun, beautiful rain. No matter where I am. No matter who I am. In every body, in every consciousness, in every living being. That we all wake up in this beautiful planet in your beautiful grace. And breathe in your precious air. That you cradle us. In your love, in your gravity, in your force, in your presence. For all the spirits that are lost and want to be found. For all the spirits who realize they don't need to suffer anymore. They've suffered enough. I feel their pain. Everyone feels their pain. Their pain is special. Their pain is different. But everyone understands, everyone feels the same pain. And I'm sorry you haven't received more love, but you need to be loved. But understand, everyone loves you. Everything. Just love at the end. Love will always find the way. It's feeling of coming home. Whether it be a place, a person, wherever you call home. Let me find a beat. I appreciate who's ever on this live with me now. My laptop's about to die. Gotta get the charger. Alright, this wasn't exactly the music I had in mind, but let's use it. For even being able to hear the frequencies and the music and the beautiful tones and waves Pacha Mama produces every day, but we fail or don't acknowledge or are not conscious to hearing it. For the times we unconscious in our spirit, but praying we always find a way. Praying we move in them waves. Praying we break out of the ways. Praying for brighter days. Praying we break out of our ways. Yeah, a bit reminiscent there, Shannon. A little bit, what you call it? Gotta get some to poke Shannon in, because Shannon keep poking me. And listen, I'm trying not to fuck up the ceremony. All right. For being able to connect with our breath. Even when our life is a mess. We always find our way back to our breath. Because at the end of the day, that's all you have. Even when there's dismay. May you find the sun in May. May the rain wash away. I think that made it worse. Let your life let your life be caught in the rays. Let your soul know there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. So the dark days. For the light days. For realizing one cannot coexist without the other. For all the people and souls and scientists and alchemists and truth seekers and knowledge beers that we know what we know now, or what we think we know. Hey, Jose. How you doing, love? I think something got cut, but but Apache don't want to leave physically. But Shannon, you don't want to leave physically, right? For this Papacho, for Mother Ayahuasca, that they allowed us to discover them, that they wanted to be discovered, to share, that the spirit is so strong that it embodied this vine. For all the lost souls, for all the old souls, for all of the light workers trying to raise humanity, consciousness itself. For the greater good of consciousness, for the darker parts of it, all that's existing, all this being, that I'm even able to communicate with you through words. For this fresh air that I'm breathing now, even if we polluted ourselves to make it not so fresh. For the people who just realize that the intricacy of how everything is connected, like you, Jose. For like-minded people, so you don't feel so damn lost in this world and alone, for the illusion of being alone and lonely. Just for existence. For existence. Oh, life is one big joke. Can't wait to see what the punchline is. For my mother, for my father, oh shit, for my adoptive mother. Fuck, you're not supposed to inhale Papacho. I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to inhale Papacho. I accidentally did. It's not fun. for my adoptive father. Bless their spirits, bless their souls. Even if they're just pawns. Oh my god. Yo. I can't light this sage again. This is like too much smoke. But it's a 111 special ceremony, even though it's not 111 no more. But Tom don't exist. So yeah, what a bitch. Yeah. But so said I have a surprise. You probably didn't see my story, but I said on my story I have a surprise in store. I don't feel like revealing it yet, but I will when I feel like it. But right now, I'm gonna just enjoy this music that just manifested its way into my life. It's very it's doing this in the background. I've tripped over my own pants. Yeah. But let me get my life set because I'm streaming on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. Technology. But let me just try to the contrast between my laptop, what my laptop is recording and what this is recording, this is so much better, Jose. Look. I don't know who this other person is on my stream right now, but they get in the better quality, I think. So, look at that lighting, Jose. You appreciate this photography right now. Yeah. But, anyway, let me not get sidetracked again. So, I think, oh my God. Let me just get my life situated real quickly. So, my intention, okay, this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. So my intention today was, let me get this lighting right. Okay, lighting's everything. Okay. Yo, when you alone, you just be chilling with yourself. You gotta find your own rhythm. Your own pace, your own tempo. When you're alone, that's the advantage of being alone because you can move in your own energy and free will accordingly to how you want to move and not how anyone else's, influence you, with their presence to move. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, there's quotes out there you could look up. Yeah. But a strong intention I want to set is to, is to feel what we have to feel because 111 oh shit, my laptop was gonna die, but because 111 was a strong portal for that, right? Give me 1 second. I want to be face to face. Hold on. I drank a lot of water, so I gotta go to the bathroom again soon. Can't hold it. I just realized that, but I'm getting sidetracked. So to feel what we have to feel, without suppressing it, without, thinking we have to stop crying at a certain time. When we don't, you just stop crying when you got it all out, when you feel, because that's a beautiful thing in life that you can feel. That's what we're here to do, to feel. So you have to feel. 11:11, right? So just feel, because that's what you're here to do. You were blessed that you can feel. So feel. You know what I mean? So I've spent enough time in my life suppressing my feelings, running from my feelings, fearing my feelings. And that's no way to live. That is no way to live. We all suffer the same. And I just pray one day we all come together as a human family and realize we all suffer the same and embrace each other and find that love and human compassion and humanity that I know we all have because I feel it. I know it's there in another universe, in another parallel universe, however you want to say it. I just know it's there because I can see it. I know it's there. So it's there. Anything you imagine is real. But then the question comes, what's real? And honestly, excuse me, some people don't like that. But honestly, real is whatever you think is real. And I see what Mateo's saying now. I see what he's saying now. Okay. Because when I asked him about my ayahuasca vision, like, is it real? Like, what was my ayahuasca vision real? Like, what I experienced, was that real? Because I went very deep. And that's what he told me. And I really understand it till now. I mean, I understood it, but like not like understood it. Like I just did. Yeah. But yeah. What's real? What is real? 111. Your thoughts create your reality. You gotta realize you're not your thoughts. You're not your brain. You're not your body. Shit, you're not even your mind. This when you close your eyes. Close your eyes. What are you? You're observing darkness. You are consciousness. You are spirit. You are soul. We are soul. Nosotros. Soul. Sun. Right? You see what I did there? Okay. But, yeah. Now don't start talking Spanish to me like I know Spanish. I know very little words. All right. I'm getting there. I'm moving to Ecuador in March 18th. Working on this, manifesting this visa situation because my record ain't looking too clean. But I'm a pretty lady. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a work my way through that. I know it. I feel it. I'm manifesting it. It's 111. Yeah. But I'm feeling good right now. How are you feeling? I know you don't talk, Jose. You express yourself through emojis, but how are you feeling through the emojis? How is your family? How are you? How is your life? And this person on YouTube, I don't know who this is, but feel free to comment. Maybe you can't because you're not using an account. I understand that, but I appreciate your presence too. Yeah. So just being is great. Just being in the moment, in this moment, disconnecting yourself from technology, disconnecting yourself from random, unnecessary thoughts, just being in your life, being in this present moment. Like, take a look around you, appreciate it. Like, I met this person in Ecuador. His name is Frank, and he's actually who I got behind my wall. He made these little paintings, little drawings, little art on cardboard. And this is on paper, but on cardboard. And I made this, my plane tickets and like little things I got from Ecuador. I put it as a collage because he inspired me to do this, And the first one, the first, piece of art, drawing that I met him off of was this one. And he told me that's the one that like doesn't attract anybody, like that everyone like surpasses, like not like no one looks at, no one pays attention. Really nature, being outdoors. That's great. That's great. That's great. I love it. I love it. I need to get my ass out in nature. It's cold out here. And I put myself back on night shift because I'm working on this surprise I'm about to show you. But that's beside the point. Be in nature, connect with nature, Connect with yourself. Beautiful. But yeah, this the first piece of art I bought off him, he told me no one looks at that one. Everyone like looks at everything else but that one. But I chose that one. And I just thought that was interesting. And it is a picture for people on YouTube. It is a picture of a mother holding a baby. And the background is blue, among some other things. And I just like the dimensions to it because he doesn't use, it's not 1D. You know what I mean? It's like there's layers to it, and he uses like there's layers to it, and I fuck with it. And I appreciate that. Like, yo, you get to see the view. This was my favorite one. This is Vilcabamba. It's a picture of the mountains and stuff. And this one, I forget. Each one had stories behind it, but I forget. But you kind of get the picture behind this one. It's like Bon Appetit. I remember that one, but I forget. He made some extravagant ass stories behind them. I can't remember this one, but I think this one was a little bit. It was not the picture I was getting from it, which is beautiful. That's a beautiful thing about art. But yeah, this is my favorite one. This is the last one. No, I'm sorry. These two were the last two. But this was, I went into town one day after doing yoga, and I seen him, and he gave me, I told him, like, what you got today? I'm like, oh, I love that one. He's like, it's yours, take it. So took it. I gave him something for it when I came back. But I love this one. These two are my favorite ones. That's why it's separate from this painting, this piece. But yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, but I keep forgetting that. Just became pro at holding it, but yeah. This music right now is the vibe. I don't know what this is. I like it. I'm gonna like this. It's called Reiki music, body, mind, and soul, healing energy, Zen lotus flower for 32 hertz. That's funny because that's actually my intention of tonight. Is healing mind, body, and soul. I'm gonna do a womb healing, really focus on healing my womb soon, but I want to give it undivided attention, and I feel like I need to work out some things on, the surface. Not the surface, like, I need to focus on certain things in order to heal my womb. And I just don't want to generalize healing my womb because I know there's specific things, and, patterns that go into healing my room, and I realized some of it's not from me, some of it's from my mother, from ancestors, from past lives, you know. So, there's a lot of things that go into it. Hey, Alden, I don't know if you're still here, Alden. Nope, he's not. Jose, you're the only real one. And whoever this person is on YouTube, if there even is a person on YouTube, if I'm not just, if there is a viewer on YouTube. I'm not too sure how this YouTube thing works, but Jose, I appreciate you because you always the ones who just like sit with me through and ride out with me through my whole lives. And I really appreciate that. I don't know if you'd be listening to the whole thing. Someone told me like your videos are good as like podcasts, just like playing stuff in the background as you do shit, which is cool. Hey, that's awesome. I'm a part of your life. I'm not a part of your daily routine, but I'm still a part of your life. You're giving me that space, that time, that energy. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what's up. I appreciate to be on this journey with whoever, I cross paths with. Let me just name a few people. Nitra. Shouts out to Nitro Nitra. Brandon. You my brother. We don't see eye to eye sometimes, but we love each other, and that's beautiful. Who else? You, Jose. Let me hone in on the people I met in Ecuador. Frank, Jimena, Santiago, Mateo. What was her name? Oh my God, what was her name? Steph. Oh my God, yes, Steph. Yeah, Steph. I said Frank. Yeah, I said Frank. Who else? David. What's his name? The dude who, with all the tattoos and does stuff for cancer kids. Him. Wow. I'm friends with him on Facebook. How do I not know his name? That's sad. I need to learn his name. That's what nature meant. I need to do that. I'm not bad with names. I just don't make enough conscious effort to remember their names. That's what it is. But yeah, you, Jose, this person on live, what's her name? The nice lady from Canada that I met from Ecuador and had a moment with and did that ceremony with by the river. What was her name? You see? Oh my God, I'm friends with her on Facebook too. I gotta look at these things. Yeah. I felt that, Jose. Thank you. Just everyone. Sheen. That's what made me think of doing this. Sheen. That's who I wanted to say. You inspired me to take the time out and appreciate the time I spend with people more. Just reminding me to, you reminded me to. How long is this live on here? I've been an hour. I didn't even know. Shit, I remember Instagram used to end it after an hour, but I see that's not the case no more. So, yeah. Oh my God, my exes. Who was the first? Domingo. Domingo? No, Domingo. That was his name. That dude. Yeah, him. Thanks for that experience. And who else? Jonathan. No. Was he next? I think Jonathan was next. That doesn't seem. Damn, time is crazy. Yeah, Domingo. I mean, there's people in between I don't count, but no. It was Domingo, that his name sounds so weird. Domingo. I think that was his name. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah. It wasn't even that type of relationship. It was just like, desires type relationship. Like every day, constantly type shit. Let's not get into it. So, and I just look at all my exes and see that as a reflection of where I was at the time of my life, like at the phases and chapters I was in my life. And I'm just seeing all this growth and like different things is covering and all this transformation and just the beauty, the metamorphosis almost. Definitely so much growth between my first ex and my last ex. So there was, I need to get this straight. Domingo, Lay, Jonathan. No. No. I'm getting that wrong. Domingo, Jonathan, Lay, Calvin, and Generous. I used to not count Lay as an ex, but we dated for like a day, but we were living together, so that's a fun story to tell. I'm gonna tell that story. So when I graduated college, right, I broke up with Jonathan, a very toxic ex, who I recently got back connected with, but I just connected with him to be on good terms, but I didn't want no parts after that. But after Jonathan, that whole thing happened. That was like the most toxic, drawn on relationship I had. Oh my God. He's crazy. Fucking crazy. But it's fucking crazy. Hurt. He needs help. No, but yeah, he realizes he needs help, but that's not the point. I'm on a little bit of plant medicina that you ain't know about. But what was I saying? Lay. I don't count Lay as an ex, but we dated for a day. So that's what I was saying. So let me just tell the story about my exes because that's been on my mind lately. So let's talk about it. So, all right, I need to take some breaths. Just looking back at it now, it's just something to laugh about, because you lived through it, But at the time, it's just like, oh, you're living through it, But now it's funny. Yeah. It's like I'm laughing about when I'm older, but I'm not that, it hasn't even been 5 years. I can't imagine what my life's gonna look like when I'm 20, 20 more years from now. I already lived half my life from 40, almost. No, how old am I? Why do I think I'm 25? I'm not 25. Or I could be. No. I'm 23. I'm 23. And I can't wait to see what my life's gonna look like when I'm 43. So crazy. Oh my God. But yeah. Let me tell this damn story about my ex. Okay, so just graduated college. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. This music's a little bit too loud for me. I had a 1-bedroom apartment that the lease was up by the time I graduated college. Got my associate's degree in photography. So I was looking on Facebook for, a room to rent because that was the cheapest, most under the table option, So I found this room in West Philly for $300 a month, including utilities. I'm like, bada bam booda boom, thank you universe. So, but this is before. No. I had my awakening, and then yeah, that's kind of irrelevant, but it's because fast forward. So I move into this room where Lay, the landlord, right? The landlord, Lay, is renting this room out to me, and it's his house, but it's his uncle's house or whatever. But it's, he lives in the house. So there is three rooms, one bathroom. My room is like straight back. His room is like in the middle, and then there's a room in the front. I have the back room. He got the middle room, then there's the front room, right? So I'm just trying to recall it in my mind. So I move in. It's my first place, paying for myself. I used to be homeless. So it was a very nice adjustment to just have my own space like that I'm paying for, because my dad was helping me pay for my apartment when I was in college so I could focus on school, So it was my first gig, my first shabam with this whole rent shit, So, I was excited, moved in. Morning comes around. I'm having a really nice sleep because I had a roommate. I had a roommate in college, and then in my my 1-bedroom apartment, I had mad heads in my apartment because I was like, kind of like an orphanage taker. I was taking in all my orphan friends who was like, Gili, I need a place to stay. I'm coming from Cali. Or like, Gili, my parents kicked me out. Gili, I don't want to live with my parents. They abusive. Like, come on. $150 a month, crash on my couch. You got the whole living room space. Come on, orphans, So it was that situation. And then my ex was sleeping with me, of course. So I never had my own privacy in a while. So it was nice. And I remember there was birds. Oh my God, I love hearing birds chirp. But there was birds. The sun was out. I had a big ass bed to myself. It was nice. And then this nigga come knocking on my door. It wasn't like that, but he knocks on my door. I'm like, it's open. And there was no lock. Like, the door it's the hood. So, like, there was no lock, right? The door kind of just, like, you kind of have to, like, push something on the door to get it to close. So I'm like, come in. So my dude comes in with a plate of eggs, and, he comes in with a plate of eggs, and he's like, I made you breakfast. I was like, oh, that's such a nice gesture. I got it. Oh, nice. And then he sits on my bed, and you mean. So our relationship, like, he comes in the morning, wakes me up, like, to do shit, ask me to, like, for, like, if I could give him a ride somewhere. We smoke, and then we get busy, and then eventually, we in a relationship, and then he's like, all right, I'm moving. Why don't I just move in your room and make your rent $200? I'm like, sounds good to me. So we do that. He abusive. He fucking abusive. Domestic violence is his name, right? And later on, I meet. That's later in the story. So his relationship is something like. His relationship is just. Me and his relationship is just like something I haven't experienced before in this life, and it was an interesting experience that I picked to experience. Anyway, so he abusive, right? But I come from abuse, right? I come from abuse. That's all I've known. So I know telltale signs like that, So I get out before he starts to hit me, But he mentally abusive, emotionally abusive. I didn't let it get physical with him because, like, that's bottom line. If you ever put your hands on me, it's fucking over. I'm not taking that shit no more. You got me fucked up. I'm not the fucking one, right? So one day we'd be fighting and shit. He'd be threatening to kick me out. He's like, you gotta move your shit. You gotta get your shit and move out, you know? So the one day, a few days, a few times, he went to the extreme of, it's because he didn't feel like I wasn't hearing him, you know? It's all rooted from not being seen, not being heard. He didn't feel like I was hearing him or I was acknowledging him. He didn't feel seen or heard, you know? So he took my keys to my car. He took my laptop. He took one of my phones because I had 2 phones at the time. He took one of my phones, my main phone, my keys, my laptop, you know, took a lot of shit. And then, oh yeah, it's coming back to me now. Let me rewind this story. So let me tell you where it started in this domestic relationship for me, in my story about experiencing domestic partner, male partner. Yeah. So, yeah, that happens. That happened. So the first time I found out like something might be wrong here, you know, I sensed something was wrong, you know, is, well, one, I wasn't paying attention to my energy at the time. He was draining my energy to a T. Oh, he was. I was not paying attention to that. And that should always be the first telltale sign. Like, how does your energy feel around the person? Is it a weight or a feather, you know? He was definitely a weight. So I tell him I'm gonna go to AC, you know, the Atlantic City, the beach, one day when it's like a heat wave. It's really hot. So I'm like, you wanna go to the beach? He ain't wanna go. So I go alone. It's night. I meet some people. Wait. I'm alone, right? I'm having a great time by myself. I have my little instrument, you know, I have a book, I have a towel, you know, just ready to chill and enjoy the beach alone. And then some guys come up to me. They ask me if I got weed or something. I'm like, yeah, I do. So we smoke, and I find out we all from Philly. Oh no, wait. I think they tell me they got weed, and I'm like, fuck it. Something like weed's involved, right? So all 3 of us smoke, and we end up going in my car because it's windy as fuck. I didn't want to smoke where, like, I don't like wind when I smoke, like too much wind, like, yeah, it's not a good combo for me. So we go in my car, night falls, it's nighttime now. And then Lay calls me, and I'm trying to like spit a piece to them, like I'm trying to rap because I used to rap a lot. I was starting my rap career at the time. I'm not that into rapping no more, but at the time I was really into it. I like found my like, yes, I'm in this, you know, I'm in the joint. I'm like, I'm doing it, you know? So my soul, my passion was there. And he calls me during the piece. I'm like, not now. So I decline his call. And then he calls me again. And then again and again and again and again. You know, there's like 20 missed calls type shit, 20 texts type shit, right? And he starts snapping at me. He's like, yo, you know, because he wasn't being heard. And I understand this now, you know, where it's all stemming from. I didn't at the time, but now that I've learned, I've matured, I've grown wiser, you know, intellectually, spiritually, you know, I understand this now. But you know, it didn't go well for him that I was ignoring him. I had 2 strangers in the car. You know, I'm just letting anyone up in my space, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he snaps at me. I had to come home because he was threatening to kick me out, right? So that's the first time he threatened to kick me out. So I go home. It's an hour drive, hour and some change back there in the crib. You know, time passes. I remember he was at the casino one time. He went to go gamble, and he asked me to bring his money. I got the money for him. It was a decent amount of money hidden under his damn carpet. This dude's life's out of control, yo. But he asked me he's like, you gotta bring me some more money because I lost it all. I'm at the casino. I gambled it all away. I need you to get me more money. I need you to get me all these stacks of monies underneath my carpet. I'm like, okay, so I do it. I'm a writer. I could have done anything, but I didn't. I brought the man all of his money, and then he calls me a few hours later. Yo, babe, I need your help. I did something. He did. Turns out my dude did fucking the needle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, why? And he's like, I never did it before, but I needed something to calm me down from losing the money, So he's like telling me he never did it before. He hates it. He'll never do it again. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm taking care of this nigga, this grown ass nigga, right? And this grown ass man, this hurt person, this nigga, and I'm taking care of him when he's, all doped up and he's high as fuck and just not in good shape. I'm taking care of him the next day, and then the one day I'm out in town, I drove to town to try and find some beeswax. Oh yeah, I tried to find some beeswax because I wanted to get my braids done or something like that. And I was on Market. I remember this one clear as day. I was on Market and I was trying to find beeswax. So I was just looking all over the hood for this damn beeswax. And I went into this barbershop, asked them, like, y'all got beeswax? They're like, no, try over there. So I tried over there, didn't find it. Came back. I'm like, I didn't find it. So I ended up just chilling in there for a while. And then they're like, they're eyeing me up. At the time, I wasn't familiar with my environment, but I was aware of what they were doing, But yeah, they were like looking at me and they're like, oh, you spit? I'm like, yeah, hook your phone up to the aux. So I hooked my phone up. I'm showing them my music because at the time, I'm really passionate about this rap shit, and they dick eating, they what you call it? They pretending they like it a lot. Like, yeah, wow, great. Yeah, just to get in my pants, just to fuck, So they're telling me they got this studio in their basement and to give me their numbers. And I'm like, right. So, I do it. What's good, JIP, the best tap man in Northeast. Yeah. So I do it, right? And I think these people leave. I don't know, whatever. He missed my awesome showered self. But what was I in the barbershop, right? So I'm like, whatever. So Lay calls me. He's like, yo, where are you at? Come home. And I'm like, I'm a grown woman. I don't understand. We going back and forth, right? And I see him like, I'm telling him, speaking my mind, and I see the barbershop guy's like, like that's a valid ass point, my man, So we going back and forth. He's like, where you at? So I tell him my address, right? And as we on the phone going back and forth, this nigga pulls up on a bike. I forget if it's my bike. Yeah, he pulls up on my bike. And we both on the phone. He's shouting at me and he's walking in the door as he's shouting at me. And I fuck you not. It's like I hear him. It's like weird because I didn't know he was gonna come to the shop I was at. So I see he come around to the door and he's yelling at me still on the phone with me, and he see me, and I'm on the phone. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, and then we fighting and shit, and then I had to leave, right? Cause we making a whole scene. Like it was a whole hood ass scene, domestic ass scene, right? So I leave, and then I'm like, he takes my fucking car keys from me, and that brings something out of me that like I didn't even know was there. Like I felt some type of way, so that brought some type of emotion out of me, and I'm just like, we're both standing there at that point. I'm like, shit, and then we're both surprised that happened, and I walked back towards the back towards the barbershop. He tells me like, if you go back in there, it's going to get physical. And I just paused. I ain't paused. No, I ain't paused. I kept walking. I walked right past the barbershop. I don't know if he meant physical towards me or physical, fighting them. I ain't stick around to find out. I feel like it would have been towards me, but I ain't do it. And, I found my way back to the car. I went back home. I ended up taking the bike because he took everything else. He took my keys, took my phone. He took my laptop. No, that's another time. He took my keys and my phone and my wallet, and he hid them from me. So I take my bike. He was trying to take my bike, but I'm like, yo, just let me leave. Like, let me leave. So he let me leave. That shit was, oh my God, I remember the intensity of this situation. God damn. Motherfucker's hostile. So I fucking take my bike and I leave and I just bike. I just bike. And I'm in the city. I find myself in the city. And I don't know where I am at the time, but I just know I just wanted to be by nature. I just wanted to find nature. So I found myself some nature in the city. And it's by this hospital. This hospital had like this little garden. And I remember I just laid there. And I'm just thinking about my life, and I'm like, I can just sleep here, It's like, but I didn't bring any clothes. Like it's kind of cold. It's like I'm wearing shorts. So I decided to go back home. Found my way back home. And luckily the streets are numbered, so I can kind of easily find my way back home, So I do that, and then I take a book out to read on the porch, and then he comes out and he's like, "Oh, sorry." Get out, sis. Get out. So yeah, stay with him. Some time passes by. There's this festival happening in town. We get into a fight. What's good? What's good? Peace, peace. Power. So time goes by. There's a festival. I don't remember what sparks it. Some bullshit probably, but he threatens to kick me out again. And I'm telling him like, you know what? I'm seeing this cycle. So by this time I'm saying like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. He's like, at the time he's telling me like, you gotta get your shit out today. I'm like, no, I'll be out in 3 days. He's like, no, it has to be today. Illegal. And by landlord, he is slumlord, meaning he don't own shit, right? Legally. So he finesse people. He runs schemes on people. I'm not going to speak on that. But yeah, it's not legal. So yeah. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna leave today. Or like I don't know. Whatever happened, that's not important. So as I'm packing my shit, he literally sees me packing my shit. He goes, you don't gotta leave. And I'm like, no, I'm leaving. He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. you're not having this power over me no more. I'm out. So I leave. And, I decide to live in my car. And my dad came through. My dad, the homie for this. Thank you. My dad, my adopted father, George, he came out. He drove an hour downtown. I told him, like, I have to leave. It's not good. I'm like, so you need to help me come get my shit. So he does. He does. And I tell him the situation, they don't speak to each other. I'm being all disrespectful, throwing shit on his floor while he's trying to sweep. He don't say shit. We all knew the situation, but yeah, he helped me pack my shit up. My dad took my stuff back to his house in Allentown. I decided to live in my car, and that's the first time I lived in my car, but that was by choice. Another time I lived in my car, it was not by choice. It was by choice, but like a little bit. I just be lying and say I have somewhere to go, but I don't. And that's like the times I experienced homelessness is like I was in college and I got evicted. Evicted? Something, yeah, I think that's the word. I got evicted because my roommate, so how that was set up, my first year of college, I went to associate's degree, 2 years. So the first year I lived with 3 other roommates. One of them snitched on me for selling drugs. Not even drugs, just weed. I was selling weed, right? And she snitched on me. And I would be smoking in the apartment. I'd be playing my music all loud, not giving no fucks, right? And I got evicted because of it. But they trying to book me for the weed, like selling weed. I'm like, I don't sell weed. My dad supplies everything for me. Why would I need to sell drugs? I was. But yeah, I was selling drugs out the ass. But yeah, I get evicted. And I lied to my dad. I say, like, yes, I have somewhere to go. Don't worry. So I talked to my friend. Yeah, no. What happened was I did have somewhere to go. I got this house up in Northeast. It was an Airbnb. We worked out a short-term, long-term agreement. I end up getting kicked out of the Airbnb because I'm smoking weed in there and bringing strange men up in there, which they were black, so like that's kind of racist. Like saying like they don't feel safe type shit. Anyway, it was a whole dumbass situation that I should have communicated with them more, and that was my fault. But I end up getting evicted because I'm being immature. And then I'm homeless. I have nowhere to go. My dad's not gonna help me no more, I'm telling him like, don't worry, like my friends got me, like I have friends, don't worry, So I lied. My friend only helped me so far, and I appreciate all the friends that helped me along the way. Jordan is a big one of them. JP Fazion, something like that. I owe him. I never forget that. He helped me move my shit even when I was being unappreciative. I appreciate all the souls who helped me when I was unappreciative of them, Huge appreciation to them. Never forget who you are. I got you when I come up. You gonna get smack in the face. I ain't forget. But yeah, Jordan, thank you so much, Jordan. He helped me. Like I didn't have a car at the time, so he was my wheels to help me move my shit from this new place to that place, So my other friend actually helps me find a short term, I'm staying there for a week or so type deal because their landlord, don't want to get them in trouble. So I stay with these people for a week. And then after that, I know where to go. But luckily, Jordan is another one. He let me stay in his apartment. It's funny because so how it works, it was an apartment complex, right? But the college worked out an agreement with with the apartment. So my apartment was right here, their apartment was right there, and I ended up staying in their apartment, low key, some nights. So it's funny how that works. Like right under their nose, they never knew. But I never forgot that. I appreciate that, Jordan. Never ever forgot. He let me keep my stuff there in their apartment too. And I remember one night I slept on my friend's couch. I walked. It was like the worst time to be homeless, y'all. It was like winter. It was snowing. It was below freezing, and my ass was homeless. And I remember thinking like one night like my life was a mess then. I remember I was crying on a basketball court. I'm like, yo, I'm homeless. I just got evicted and I took all this acid. What am I doing? I'm just crying, bawling my eyes out in the middle of this basketball court, feeling sorry for myself. That's just funny. And then another time I was walking for like about an hour with all my shit. And I even had a pillow because my ass couldn't get all that shit off me, you know. I should have moved smarter. Now I do, you know, but it was snowing. It was below freezing. It was damn near freezing. It was winter. It was snowing. And I had to walk to my friend's house who offered me to crash on their couch. And I remember like I was just walking there and I was so cold and I had so much weight on me. I remember I used to sometimes just sleep in cars that like from AutoZone, like that are just abandoned cars. I used to just, you know, see if the car door was open and I just go in and sleep in the car for a little bit of shelter. And I did that about, I don't know, a few times. And lo and behold, AutoZone comes through. And then I remember, but back in the middle of the snowstorm, it was like this little mechanic shop. I went in the back, found this car. I just was laying there and I was smoking. And I just remember thinking like, as long as I have weed, and it was very sad, like, cause I would put weed above food at the time, and I didn't know at the time it was because I was trying to suppress things, you know, run from trauma, not deal with it properly, you know. So I would just be in that car smoking, you know, cold as fuck. And then I eventually made my way to my friend's house, Ken. You don't know how much that night meant to me. Thank you, Ken. You a real one. I got you too, Ken. And yeah, I don't forget anything. You don't forget anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember it right here, you know? Subconsciously you remember everything. But yeah. I'm getting drawn out from I was talking about my exes. This is definitely not my ex. I'm getting sidetracked. Who another ex? Calvin. Calvin's someone I've been thinking of lately. And I just come to terms like he's hurt. And until he learns to heal, you know, and like I found that in a similar theme in all of my exes, like they're all hurt people. You know, I attract damaged people. I attract toxic people. And I see at the time I was toxic. And I see that, you know, rippling. But I also see, not in all my exes, but like that character, you know? And I remember, I'm getting sidetracked, but yeah, exes. Just Calvin. Yeah. We both love each other, you know. the story with him, I met him. The whole relationship started terrible. He was cheating on his girl. Let's say her name is um let's say her name is why am I protecting her identity? Mira. Let's say her name is Mira, right? So he met me while he was talking to Mira, and he told me he's talking to Mira, but they're in a polygamous relationship. So we hit it off, you know, we chill, and then we get busy. And then he comes back to me one day, he says, I can't see you anymore. She doesn't want it to be a polygamous relationship. I'm sorry. So I'm thinking that's the last time I'm gonna see the dude. I'm cool with it. I'm like, oh, okay, it was fun. I really liked you. I respect it though. Bye. You know, it was one of those deals. But then he hits me up a few months later. Well, I'm living with Lay. This time period, I'm living with Lay, and he says like, yeah, I'm single for real. Like, I was wondering how you been, blah blah blah. So we hang out again. I think time frame's messing up a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm talking to him, and then Lay come. This time frame doesn't matter, but basically, long story short, it's an off and on relationship. You know, we end up. I think we end up dating somewhere along the way. It lasts 7, 8 months. Oh yeah, he hits me up when I'm living in my car from Lay, right? So yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. I'm just recalling this. I miss him. But yeah, I'm what let me see what my phone battery look like. Okay, so yeah, man, this is going back and down the timeline for me. God damn. So I am living in my car by choice because I just moved out of Lay's crib. You know, that whole situation with Lay. Calvin hits me up. He goes, was wondering, like, you know, comes in all smooth. And then he goes, I'm single for real this time. I'm like, oh, yeah? So we hit it off. And then he finds out I'm living in my car. And it's like 2, 3 weeks in. So we end up living in my car together. And oh, I'm just remembering this. Oh my god. But yeah, we end up living in my car together for like longer than we had to. Like I think the first time I lived in my car, it was like 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. So we was living in there for a decent amount of time. No, that can't add up. It's like 4 months, something like that, 4 or 5 months. And then our relationship almost lasted 8 months. It was like literally on the brink when we broke up. That's a funny story. So we're living in my car together. We're having a great time. We're vibing. It's a vibe, right? And damn, just that feeling. I was like reliving it again. And that feeling was just like, I felt that love, you know, it was a special type of love, me and his love, you know. And yeah, we was vibing, man. And then we finally found a room for us, you know, that accepted couples. And this night he goes to visit his mom, and I find out that his ex, Mira, is living with his mom. And like, it was a drawn out night. Like I was up to like 5 a.m. because they were fighting. It was like domestic shit between them, right? He ends up fighting his brother because of shit that I don't want to discuss. And then I meet Mira for the first time, and I pull up in my car, and he's like introducing us, and then I'm just looking at him like, why are you introducing us? And then Mira goes like, we ain't cool. It's like, why were you talking to my man? And then he just like, your man? And he just telling me like, like when it was all said and done and the whole shit, I'm like, yo, gotta take you to the hospital. This shit's crazy, yo. My life. I wanted to live it. But yeah, I end up taking him to the hospital, and then oh yeah, she's just saying like, that ain't like, we ain't cool. And then she's like, why are you talking to my man? And then I just remember him saying like, don't answer that. And now looking back in my mind, like looking like, now the situation's over, just like, he lied. It wasn't me, because you told me y'all broke up. He lied. I don't think he ever was in a polygamous relationship. Maybe he was, but he was talking to me longer than she wanted me, So I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Their relationship was like, he was telling me their relationship lasted like 4 years or so, something like that, off and on. So yeah. And he's basically telling me at that moment, like, she wanted me to leave you. Like, she said, like, just take her car and, like, leave me. And I'm like, okay. He doesn't do that. Like, we wake up the next day in our room. He's calling her on my cell phone. I'm like, yo, you gotta stop calling this girl on my phone. She keeps blowing my phone up. Like, don't use my phone to call her. Like, use your phone, So I'm telling her, like, she ended up being homeless because, miscommunication, family feuds, stuff like that. Not my business to speak on. But I'm telling her, like, yo, let's, like, take her someplace, like, where she's safer, because we're not in a safe, we in Kensington, like, the most unsafe neighborhood there is in Philly, other than North, which is in, anyway. So I'm just telling him, like, oh yeah, this is before we woke up. So I'm like, this is what they're going back and forth about. Like, put your shit in the car, get in the car, and we're gonna take you somewhere safer. But this bitch wouldn't get in the car. She's like, wait, like, we gonna hold the stuff at my house, like, but she was saying like, I don't want you to, like, don't touch my shit. I'm like, I ain't gonna touch your shit. And then she started drunk, like, who was talking to you? I'm like, and he's like, you just shot an expensive stuff. I'm like, it was the whole thing. One of those type deals. So we end up leaving her and her shit. We go back home finally, and then we wake up in the morning, not that long, and he calls her on my phone, all that. Like, don't call her on my phone. I told you not to. You're doing it. Red flag, So 7-8 months go by. Oh yeah, we were sleeping on the floor. We didn't have no bed. And then the bed came in, got a little situation going. I was holding down 3 jobs at the time, 4 jobs at one time. Didn't last that long because they was fucking me over. I'm like, I don't need this job. I have 3 jobs. So, no, it was 2 jobs. And then I got the 3rd job for like 2 weeks. And then I found out they were not paying me the same as everyone else. So I left that job because I'm like, I have 2 jobs. Like, I don't need this other job. This was just extra monies because I work in a mall, like, and I literally like work around the mall. So fuck y'all. I'll see y'all around. So I'm like working these jobs, right? And then I found out, like, the relationship, I just felt the energy of the relationship, like, not be the same no more. He works a night shift at UPS. So we, like, we barely, so I just had this feeling one night. Now this is 7, 8 months, almost 8 months into the relationship. Like it would literally be 8 months, like within that week or something like that. And I think a few days actually. And I woke up one day. I was taking a nap. He was playing video games. He said, "You want me to go grab food for us?" Oh, this is just reliving it for me. He's like, "You want me to go grab food for us while you wake up?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I wake up. He's playing video games. He's like, "You want me to go grab that food?" I was like, "Yeah." And he left his phone playing softly on YouTube. And I just had a feeling, I just had a force tell me, like, check his phone. And I see he's talking to this girl named Ebony. And, you get that feeling like something's up with this relationship. So I see like all these calls and like he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like giving like he's showing her more energy than he's showing me. So I'm like, okay, I laid down the rules day one when I met you, when we were on the beach having a shroomship. And it was like a very highlight of the relationship. And I was telling him on the beach, like, I usually don't give people like you chances because I know what will happen. Like I knew everything from the start of this relationship. Let me just say that. But I was telling him, like, I usually don't give chances to people like you because if you cheat on her, you gonna cheat on me. I know this logic. I'm not stupid. So I tell him that, like, if you ever cheat on me, I'm leaving. No discussion. I'm leaving. I'm out. So I'm like, that's one thing I don't tolerate. Is like, that's it. Where's your loyalty? So I look on the phone, confirmed, everything's confirmed. I'm just shaking my head. Let me tell you, child, I was so mad. My heart was beating out my chest. But I was so calm. It's a feeling I've never felt before at that time in my life. Like I felt my heart beating out of my chest. So mad. Felt it. But I was just so calm. I just shook my head. I'm like, okay. We just did laundry, and our laundry was in bags. So like I just grabbed some necessities, put it in the bag, and then as I'm packing my shit to leave him, he comes back with the food, and he's just like, and I stop, I stare at him. I'm like, and I just shake my head at him, and he like, what? Okay, what? So then I confront him like I told you, like, I got very assertive and confrontive with him, and he had to sit down, and he was in shock, and I was like up in his face saying like I'm not fucking stupid. You think I'm fucking stupid? That shit. It's like I'm out. Like I told you, I'm out. Like you cheating. Like you're cheating on me. It's like I'm leaving. Yo. This is a very empowering moment in my life, okay? Very turnaround point for me in my life. But at that point, and then he called her. He called Ebby. He called Ebony. He's like, no, this is a misunderstanding. Ebby. I'm like, first of all, I'm talking to him. Like, I don't care what she has to say. I'm talking to you. And I could tell by the tone of his voice, like it's all bullshit, like whatever he's about to say between them, they are, you know what I'm saying? Like I already know what's gonna happen. Like you can't use her to cover your shit up. Like you're caught, buddy. Gigs up. So I basically leave, and he follows me. He tries to stop me. Aw, yeah, he tries to stop me. I wonder what I would done if I would have just came back and listened to him. But he was being so full of shit. I don't know. But he just like saying, like, he said to me, like, with all these emojis, like, I'm sorry, bloody blah, with all these damn emojis. And I didn't believe him because I'm like, you're just a fuck boy. So I didn't believe him. I go through it. I end up living with Mama Kai for a few months, and then some finance situation happened, so I ended up living in my car again, not by choice, longer than I really wanted to. Yeah, and then I lived in my car. I met, what's his name? Oh yeah, that's another one. That's another relationship. What was his name? I forget his name, but he had a lightning bolt tattoo. Him. That shabam happened, and he had a house, but I preferred to, sometimes sleep in my car. And no. I was seeing him and living at Mama Kai's toward the end. And then I moved out. I was living in my car, stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to him before that happened. I was living with Mama Kai, and then I was living in my car. So, yeah. And then I was living in my car till like kind of the ending of summer, and they started to get cold, and then I found my house in Northeast. Yeah. Calvin. So I'm just recalling my life. Talking about my life, yo. They're my experiences to talk about. So, where was I with Calvin? Oh yeah, I leave, right? And then I left him for like a whole 7-8 months. And this was like in the, what's it called? It was like fall when I left him. And then I hit him back up during Christmas, like about 7-8 months later. I hit him. He hits me back up for Christmas. I'm like, hey, that text, and we end up getting back together. And because he's saying like, I'm just celebrating being single for, why does this not seem right? Oh yeah, no, I don't talk to him for 7-8 months. And then I decide to hit him up again, be like, hey, I miss you, like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 apologies, making amends, stuff like that. So, he tells me he's celebrating because he's recently single, just got out of 2 relationships, because he was in a polygamous relationship with a coworker and Mira, right? But come to find out, he's trying to hide that it was Mira, right? And so we found out he's homeless, right? So I let him live with me in Northeast. He gets me kicked out of my living situation because I was sticking up for him. So I already knew that was gonna slightly out control that. So he's kind of not caring about my situation because I hurt him. He's still not over that I hurt him and shit. I didn't really realize how much he loved me at the time, and I'm just like coming to realize how much he really loves me, but he didn't show it the way I wanted him to show it. But he really did love me. He was really in love with me. But yeah. So we get back into a relationship for like, I don't know, 4 months. I find out he's talking to Mira. He's cheating on me with Mira. So I'm like, I confront him the one night. I'm like, who's Mira? And his whole tone shifted. Like, he doesn't care anymore, He's like, who's Mira? I'm like, who's Mira? And he like, trying to play the bullshit card, right? So I lose control of my temper because, like, my heart's really broken. Like, at this point, I fell in love with him. like I wasn't in love with him like I was before, because like this time he was listening to me. Like before, he didn't listen to me. Like he wasn't giving me any emotional oxygen that I needed. And like I'm the type of person, like if you listen to me and like emotionally and like, you know, um consult me, just show me that emotional support that I've never received, that's a huge turn on for me. And like that's what made me fall in love with him that time, because he finally showed me that thing, that support I needed when I opened up to him and told him something personal. So I had a lot more feelings for him the second time around, and I found out he did not. And the whole time he was really in this relationship with Mira. So I actually talked to Mira because I got her on the phone. I'm like, yo, like tell her like you not with her, because he was trying to tell me some bullshit, yo. He was saying like, oh, I'm like, this my ex, she's crazy. Like he was saying like she won't leave me alone, I gotta change my number, blah de blah. And I think he was slowly realizing like he wants to be with her. I don't know why he couldn't just be real and just be honest to this day. Like he just needs to be honest. And I was saying like, well, you telling this girl the wrong thing. You saying all this thing like you. He was saying the things I read hurt me so much. Oh my God, I remember that. I remember that now. He was saying like, you think I'm gonna be with Mia forever? It's like, you're crazy. It's like I'm setting things up so I can come home to you. Like you have my soul. Like stuff like that. Like, so like just that part though, like you think I'm gonna be with Mia forever, that part like really, really hurt me. And that shit still hurts me, to be honest. And just reading that, like reading all this shit, like how in love he was with her, and like him saying all this stuff, and he's like, you my love, and like, clearly like their love for each other is strong, like stronger than ours, kind of, in a different way, but I was just reading all that, and I confronted him. I'm like, well, you telling this girl, and he's trying to tell me like he's just saying anything to her so she'll leave him alone, right? So I'm like, well, you need to tell this girl that they not together, like that you guys not together, like we together, And then she's like, so I call Mira, and then we talk to Mira. She's like, I tell him like, tell her. So he's telling her like, yeah, listen, everything I said was bullshit. Then she starts crying, and then he's like, no, listen, like I didn't really mean that. And then I'm just like, I'm realizing like, oh, okay, I see now, like I'm not stupid. And I remember this happened in the kitchen and he was making us dinner and I didn't want that shit. So I'm like, I need to take a walk. Like I can't be around here. So I actually talked to her. Oh no. Before I take my walk, I talked to her. I talked to Mira. I step outside away from him. And I'm like, listen, like, so, like, who are you? So she's like, still not giving up her identity for some reason. Like, I know who you are. I'm not stupid. Like, the fuck? So that's Mira, right? I find out Mira is really the main bitch from last year that we was going back and forth within that circle. I find out the whole circle. I'm like, oh, this is the same bitch. This is the same shorty. Like, oh, so I'm talking to her and I'm understanding. She's saying like, listen, there's something. I'm in my feelings. I'm all mad, saying anything, And she's saying, listen, there's something you're not understanding. I'm like, what? She's like, that's mine. And I'm like, and she was saying, that's mine. Like, he's in love with me and he's in love with you. And I don't know why he just didn't sit us down together. I'm saying like to her, like, I don't know either. I'm like, I'm just acting and saying this because I'm mad now. She's like, exactly. Like, you need to be mad at him. Like, and he's a womanizer, but I love him. And I'm like, okay. And just her communicating that with me clearly, I understand why he loves her. I understand their relationship. I understand they're both hurt. I understand. But that he couldn't just communicate that with me, you know, that he felt like he couldn't communicate with that with me, it hurts. But it worked out the way it worked out, and in the end of at the end of the day, it's all love, and I know it's all love, cause he like looks at my story from here and there. Um, but yeah, I realize how much he loved me now, and I apologize that I didn't see that sooner, but I really appreciate that love, and he knows how much I love him, right? He will. But we just know it's not gonna work out between us. So I remember the day he's like, I see I fucked this relationship, so I'm gonna go. I'm like, oh, you got somewhere to go. He's like, no, I'm still trying to play it out like he innocent and shit, Just the dishonesty, you know, like the lack of communication and dishonesty. Two things that killed that relationship: communication, dishonesty. Communication, right? So that's that relationship. And then that really hurt me. I was like really in this like big ass depression slump because like I really loved him, and I was talking to this other guy named Tariq. Yeah, and he was my friend. We was like I was fucking with him before me and Calvin got back together, and then I told um Tariq, me and my ex got back together, so I stopped talking to. So but then after that, I fell back onto Tariq, and Tariq was there for me. And then, oh, I remember that Tariq was there for me. I gotta talk to him because I feel like me and him aren't on a good page. Like there's some saltiness with him, but like it's not like that. But yeah, um, he just needs to get over the hurt, and I understand like I hurt him. That I can talk about soon, but talking about Calvin. So I lean on Tariq, and me and Tariq are really good friends, right? But the one day Tariq has his own apartment and he invites his cousins over. The one day, found out his cousin's ex died in a car crash, and so the cousin is over at his apartment, and Tariq is in this relationship, this 7 off and on year relationship with Sil. And, they still talk to each other. Well, Tariq is trying to move on, talking to me, but he's still talking to Sil, and still comes back to visit him because she got the keys. Type shit. Yo, triangles is so funny. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the Lay story continues too. He's still not out the picture yet. The triangles. Oh my god, forgot I had to go to the bathroom. But relationships is so funny. I'm just recalling all this shit now, seeing how this shit come into full circle. Like this shit funny. And I just can't wait to see where it's gonna go from here, yo. But yeah. So cousin comes over. Tariq ends up going to Sil's crib. And funny thing, Sil got an apartment in the same complex, so he walks over to her apartment, and while he invites me, and he's like doors open type relationship, So I don't even know if you're here, Jose. Let me know if you're still here. So I'm like not talking to myself. It's cool if I am though. But what you call it? I don't even know if there's a person on this YouTube. They probably fell asleep. I don't know. Anyway, so his cousin is a man, right? And he's a bit attractive. So, I understand he's going through a loss. I'm showing my condolences. Like, I genuinely care as a person. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, we're sitting on this couch together in Tariq's apartment. And I ask him like, how are you feeling? Like there's a stigma between me asking that question. Like, I knew that was gonna be a huge ass ripple. Hey, there's gonna be a huge ass ripple with me asking that question. Like, I felt it. You know what I mean? Like, should I say it or should I not? And I said it. I said it. I said, how are you feeling? And he starts crying. He started crying on my lap. And, I'm confronting him. I'm like giving him a hug, because he lost his ex, he lost someone he really loved. Like, so I understand that. I'm like, I was telling him, like, there's a amount of times where I thought I would lose my ex, and I'd have to go through that feeling. So, like, I'm really feeling for you because you're actually going through it. And I, like, I'm just like, just really feeling, So he starts crying on my lap. I'm consoling him. That's the word, consoling him. And then we start to make out. It's a vulnerable time. And we start to make out. And a part of me starts to make out with him because I'm mad at Tyreek. I'm subconsciously mad at Tyreek for keep going back to his ex, while he's trying to move on and talk to me, like, it was kind of a salty jealousy thing, I guess it was jealousy. Like, I was hurt. I was hurt because he was still talking to his ex, and he was trying to talk to me, and, like, you know what I'm saying? So me and his cousin do it, and I'm like, I wouldn't let him do it without a condom. So, like, you gotta get a condom from his closet. I know where he keeps his condoms. So we in here fucking on this man's couch. And then Tyreek comes back at like 5 a.m. The cousin passed out. And then I'm playing video games, and Tyreek comes back and lays on me. And then the cousin sees, but pretends he's still asleep. And I just see him being so mad. And I'm just like, because the cousin ain't know me and Tyreek were talking. Me and Tyreek were keeping it a secret. He ain't know. So, but me and him were in a no relationship. But he kept trying to ask me, like, do you see us together? I'm like, no. I know Tyreek wanted to be with me, but I ain't really want to be with him, So I feel how I feel. But if he really wanted to leave still, like, he would have done it. Like, I didn't want to put myself through that again. I already been in that situation with Calvin, So, like, I'm not putting myself in a position where I know I'm gonna be cast aside, be abandoned, because, oh shit, I just realized where all that shit stemmed from. Because, like, I was abandoned as a baby, I was abandoned even with my adoptive parents in multiple ways, I was abandoned by a lot of people. It's like, I don't know, just protect that protection shield, So, yeah, that situation happens. That shit gets ruined. But by that time he finds out, I'm kind of like over it, So, because he was questioning my beliefs. Like, he was like saying a bunch of extra shit. He was like disrespecting my beliefs, and like, that's just something that completely like turned me off from him. It's like, oh, I see your true colors. Okay. You might think you think you see mine. Like, okay, I technically did nothing wrong because we weren't together, but I understand that's your family and that's your cousin. I understand that. Like, I'm sorry on that part, but I'm not at the same time. So, oops. Oops. I don't fucking know. But your feelings are hurt more than mine, so it's hard for me to say, So, eventually time goes by, we make amends. I'm saying, like, I'm sorry. He apologizes to me first. While I'm with my new ex, Generous. We're in New York at this open mic. Tariq texts me. He's like, I just want to say I'm sorry, Gigi. I was being so extra. Like, you are always a good friend. I hope you're doing great. I think about you from time to time. I miss our friendship. I'm always keeping expanding. So I'm like, all right, solid. That apology meant a lot to me because people don't apologize to me. So that stuck out in my memory a lot. Like, I really appreciate that. To this day, I still appreciate that. And, you know, that happened. Then let me get on the X with Generous. This is something to roll up to, but I have no weed, but it's okay. The best drug of all, air, that DMT that gets produced when you breathe deeply. It's better than sex, anyway. So that's why some people become addicted to meditating. But yeah. Let me pee and talk about Generous. So let me turn this Zen music up while I go to the bathroom. I'm back, Jose. But let me talk about Generous. Alright, yeah. So I'm kind of ready to let this music go. It's been nice, a nice background music, but it's getting a little bit repetitive now. Not sleeping. So Generous. Yeah, I meet Generous. That relationship happens. I end up breaking up with him because I see he's not aligned. His actions don't match his words. He's just a very distraught, restless person, and his energy was not healthy for mine because he's at a lot of turmoil internally, externally with himself. And I was in a good place in my life. And then he kind of brought me out of that place. So I realized that I'm like, he feels like a weight. He doesn't feel like a feather. So like I need to let him go. And that relationship lasted like 5 months, 6 months. I don't know. I still talk to him, but it ended on good terms, you know. Feelings was hurt, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like a part of me feels like he just got into this relationship because he wasn't over his ex yet, and his ego wanted to boast about something, you know, not because he wanted us to move in, just because of how it appeared to others, just because of the status, you know. He's like just rushing to move in with me. He's rushing to get married to me, like with me, you know. And I'm just like, whoa. No, red flag, moving too fast. And I asked him, it was like 3 months, 2 months into the relationship. He's like, you want to move in together? Like, let's move in together. I'm like, you don't think we move in a little bit too fast? And he's like, no, I mean, no. Because, like, the way I see it, if we're going to be together, we're going to be together. I'm just like, oh, shit. okay, man, whatever you feel, that's a good point. It's like, but damn, I still think we kind of rushing things a little bit. Don't you say there, bud? But no, that relationship ended up not lasting because I left him. And because, I was protecting my energy. Can you blame a person for protecting their energy? No. Okay. But, and then as I'm talking to Generous, Lay comes back into my life because I decide, oh, it is kind of cold in here, but I decide to give Lay another chance because I'm practicing forgiveness in my life. So I text Lay again. I ask him, like, so I know you killed someone before, like, so what made you do it? And he's like, they gave me no choice. Like, it was self-defense type shit. So I'm like, all right. So I let him back in my life. We become friends again. Comes to find out he owns a house. He has a wife, So we work together for a whole day, and then because we do like deliveries, and then he takes me back home to his wife, and I had to use the bathroom, and he went home one time, so I like briefly met her, but then she didn't say nothing. She turned around. He was telling me she's a stripper. They met off Instagram. I'm like, that's great. I'm happy for you. Like, I'm happy for you. Great. you know? This was before me and Janice got together. Me and Janice were just friends, and then we got together. No, we got together. This was while me and Janice was together. So, yeah, me and Lay was friends. We linked up a few times here and there. Then this is how I found out Lay is very, very abusive, domestic, right? I'm like, this could have been me, but it's not me because I don't put up with that shit. Let me get into it. So he introduced me to Ty, his wife, but they're not really wife-wife. They're just certificate husband and wife. But we smoke together. We chill. All three of us talk. We have me and Ty talk. I come over. She does my hair. We eat together. Me and Ty smoke. We watch shows. We talk. She talks about her life a lot, and I'm listening to her stories. I'm just really admiring her because I see a lot of myself in her. Her independence, her strength. Her resilience. I see a lot of that in her and me. So I'm like really looking up to her. Like, I really can relate to you. Like, I really see you as a part of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I see a lot of myself inside you. So I really respect her a lot, and the one day, Lay needs a cable for his car because his car battery is broke. So I come over for this cable. I wait in their living room because they're Muslim, so they're praying. At the time they pray and stuff, and I'm waiting in the living room. It's a house, so they're upstairs. Ty doesn't want to talk today. She's not feeling good. She's upstairs. So I'm like, I understand that. So waiting in the living room, I hear them talking. I hear them screaming. I hear them fighting. I'm minding my business. And then I hear, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, hell no. And I remember this is a fight me and Calvin had that I used to work at a carousel in the mall. One of my 3 jobs was an operator for a carousel, and I worked around a lot of kids. So me being abused as a child, I can't bystand that shit, If I see a child being abused right in front of me, I'm going to jump in. I don't give a fuck if it's not my business, if it's not my place to jump in. I'm going to jump in. I know the fucking difference between you disciplining your child and you abusing your child. I know the fucking difference, right? No fucking excuses, right? Don't talk to me about any of that shit. Like, I've lived through that shit for 17 fucking years. Don't tell me none of that shit. So if I see that shit in front of me, I'm going to jump the fuck in. I know the difference. Don't question me. right? So me and Calvin got into a big fight about this. I told him like one day, if I see that shit, I'm gonna jump in. He was fighting me like, that's not your business. What if you get hurt? What if you get killed? I'm like I'm gonna stand for something or die for nothing. Bottom line, right? So that coming into play in my life, right? I remember another job I had. I was in the mall. I was an operator and I was a cashier. I worked at a convenience store. I operated the lottery and the cashier. I worked a solo job, so I like ran the whole thing. I restocked shit, worked both cashiers. So it was a solo mission. And I remember one day this kid came in with their mom. This kid came in with their mom, and the kid wanted some candy or something. The mom started to blame the mom, like, was blaming something on the kid, and then I was telling the mom like, that's not the kid's fault. And then the kid smiled at me because you know why? Because I seen that mental abuse, like just blatantly blaming all of the mom's problems on the kid, and like making the kid feel at fault and guilty, and like the problem burden for all of everything in her life, and that kid was feeling that way, and I peeped that, you know what I'm saying? So I let the mom know like, that's not the kid's fault, and then the kid smiled at me for that because I can see that type of abuse, you know what I'm saying? So that's just a side note. But back to the Lay and Ty, I heard boom, 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 boom. So I creep up the stairs and I wait, and I hear confirmed. And I walk up the stairs. I see Lay beating the living shit out this girl, yo. And to this point, I've never seen it third person. Like, I was always that first person getting beat, And I just see Ty on the ground so helpless. And I'm just like, I had so much respect for this girl, and I see this girl putting up with this domestic shit. And I just like lose so much respect for her in that moment. I'm just like seeing that she stays and puts up with it. I'm like, how do you stay in this relationship, And like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's not hard. Like, it's how hard it is to leave. But like, her being as strong as she is, and like, she can find a way. So I'm just like, all these thoughts are going through my mind, and I'm just seeing him keep beating her up, like punching her in the face and choking her out and shit. I'm getting in between them, and he hits me by accident sometimes, but I'm just like getting between them. They're like, stop, fucking stop. And he just keeps beating her because she keeps talking back. He doesn't want her to talk back. And every time she talks back, he keeps beating her. He's like, you gonna shut up? Like, it's really mentally and physically abusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And I'm just seeing that shit, being around that shit in third person. That shit changed me that day. And I really got in between them, and I literally choked him. I put him in a fucking headlock at one point to stop him from fucking hitting her. And we were in their bedroom, and I remember he was like beating her, and he's a big man. He's fucking husky. He's built. He's like probably a 300-pound man made out of muscle, and I'm this, And I just got this tattoo done, so it's open. You know what I'm saying? I got tattoos on my hands done, so it's open. This shit hurts, but I'm still in the way. I'm like, I literally put a headlock on him, and we go back on the bed because I'm trying to stop him from hitting her. And because he keeps going and going in her face, choking her, like strangling her. I'm like, yo, stop. Yo, Lay, stop. Fucking stop. Like, yo, I'm shouting at him, like, to stop. I'm like, look at yourself. Like, the fuck? Like, yo, stop. And he's like, just saying, like, I'm not going to stop unless she shuts up, and she wouldn't stop talking. And blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get in between them. This went on for, I don't know, an hour or so. And my friend was calling me because I was supposed to go and meet this person named Durag to go biking throughout the city. So I'm like, I don't have time for this. Like, I have to go I have to go and do my plans I planned for today. So I meet this guy for the first time, and I'm shooken up because I just went through some shit. I just went through some shit. And I'm telling him I'm still on that adrenaline and like coming from that scene. I'm like telling him like, oh, I just seen some shit. Like he was just beating her. And he was just beating her, you know? And he told me later on in our friendship, like, I thought you were crazy and I fucked up. But then I kind of realized like you really felt something there and like it hit you like at a personal level. So like I stayed and I'm glad I did. Like, okay. And he realized like I had a lot of pain and a lot of stories to tell. So he listened. And I know he glad he listened. So that was a time in my life. And then that ended my friendship with Lay again. Cause I just seen that. But me and Ty were still friends, right? So I would come over and get my hair braided with Ty. She'd do it for a little bit of monies, you know, and they would come. You know, we wouldn't talk. It was awkward. And then me and her was smoking the one day. Forget what exactly happened, but he was just he's bipolar. So one day he's just in a fucking good mood. He starts talking to me and shit. He wants to buy drugs from me. Oh, no. This would happen. Ty calls me. And she's like asking me if I have acid, and it's actually Lay who wants to know, but he's doing it through Ty because you know we ain't cool. Me and Lay ain't cool like that because I seen that, you know. So, but me and Ty is still cool. So she called me one day, and then Lay's like, I want this. So I end up selling them some tabs, and I end up trip sitting them. And I'm just observing them. I didn't take none because I didn't want to. Because I'm just trip sitting them because Ty never did it before. Lay done it before, but he's fucking crazy. So I was just kind of watching them, you know. And I'm just like watching them, and I'm just seeing them in their own loops, in their own worlds, in their own loops, you know. I'm just seeing them in their own worlds. It's just like very interesting to observe. And you know, that happened. And then Ty was telling me like, yeah, he stopped hitting me physically, blah de blah. I'm like, okay, that's great. It's like, you sound great. It's like, you sound good. I really know that's how you can sound, but are you really good? No. You know, I know. People think I don't know, but I know, you know. But I peep a lot of shit, but I don't say anything, you know. But yeah, just hearing me talk about this, it's just realizing how crazy my life has been. And people say I'm very peaceful and at peace, but that's just because I've been around so much chaos in my life and I've created that peace. I'm that duality, you know. I'm that. I want a warm cookie right now. I have cookies, but I don't feel like warming them up. But, you know, I realize I'm at peace with myself because I've been around so much chaos. And after me telling all them stories just now, I really see where that comes into play, like why I am the way I am today. And I'm just very at peace with myself because I've been around so much chaos. I'm learning. It's been a while since I picked up my guitar.
kind of hard to do at the same time. Hold on. I had you in a portal though for a second. This is tuned to my ear, by the way. I like that little rhythm I got. Thanks for listening, Jose. Make me feel it's all okay. Oops. I'm working it out. Hold on. Shit, I'm doing it though. Peace. Find the light. Find the light. Find your light. Shine real bright. Shine real bright. Shine real bright. Spread your light. Spread your light. Be in peace. Be in peace. Feel your heart. Siente tu corazón. Sensación. Sensación. Siente tu corazón. Siente tu corazón. Siente tu corazón. Sensación. Sensación. Siente. Siente. Profundamente. I'm still learning. Profundamente. Con amor. Sin más. Sin más. Feel your heart. I'm doing the wrong note. Feel your heart. Feel your heart. Feel deeply with love. With love. With love. With love. I got it. With love. Heal. With love. Heal. Heal with love. Be with love. Feel deeply. I think I'm gonna make a song. Hold on. This would be easier with a pick. I heard someone talking. I like that. Hold on. I like that. I'm getting somewhere. All right. Siente tu corazón, siente tu corazón. Siente tu corazón. I had it. Hold up. Oh, it's because I don't have it tuned correctly. That's why. That sounds beautiful though. Feel deeply. Feel deeply. My voice is nice though. Alright. Thank you, Jose. Gracias, Jose. Excuse me, god damn. What time was that at? 2:40. All right, I gotta go back in there and get that snippet because that shit was hot. Okay. Oh, my back. That's some notes I ain't play. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Le debo. I like that. Okay. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Le debo la vida, mi madre. That note sounded good. What is it? I can't read that. Sienten tu corazón en mi, en ti, en mi, en ti. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Like I said, I'm just learning Spanish, so I can only read a few of that, but I understand what you mean. Like, feel, TD. I don't know what that means. Feel the heart. In me, in me, in me. I like that. Hey, I like that. All right, I'm gonna try. Sienten ti. I'm sorry, Jose. I'm sorry. It took me a long time to learn that chunk of Spanish. I'm gonna screenshot that and learn it and send you that. I'm gonna send you that when I learn it. All right. I lost it. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna try and use that pattern. Okay, I think I got it. My finger's starting to hurt. All right. Maybe I should tune my guitar correctly. That would help me a lot. Oh no. Let me try and read this sentence. Sienten ti tu de sienten ti. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Sienten ti de tu corazón en mi, en ti. Ah, shit. Listen, Jose, it took me 2 days to try and say that. The siente tu corazón. Siente profundamente con amor I still feel like I'm saying Gunamar, like not correctly. I'm learning. All right, I'm gonna get there. Baby steps. Feel life in me. Feel it with me. My mother's face is me. I am her legacy. I think that would have sounded better if I would have hit the right note. But I like that. Let me get the right notes first. I give it to these guitar players, my hands hurt. But that being said, let me show you this surprise, because I keep my fucking word. Okay. This is a song. I don't know if my speaker's still on. Oh shit, it is. This is a song I've been working on for the past week, and why I be up so damn late now. Basically why I'm on this night schedule shift job again. Let me put this to the side. So this song is very close to my heart. It is, let me explain the background a little bit. So it is in 3 languages: English, Spanish, Sanskrit. Keep in mind, this is a draft. This is not the final product. Still working on it, but I'm excited about it and I want to share it. So yeah, I'm gonna discuss it more after the song. After it plays. So
I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believes that I died.
I sing on it. Okay.
I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Let's pray all together that all sentient beings may be free from suffering. That we bring our dances and songs to the
Forgot it's like 4 a.m. I'm sorry.
of precious earth. That we awaken our inner shamans to the healing of this world.
Siente tu corazón. Sensación. Siente profundamente con amor. Cenar.
We receive our energy from the sun. We respect
I need to
the
fix that.
spirit of the fire.
Yeah. So let me give a little bit of background. First of all, Sanskrit was Om Namo Vasu. Wait. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So that is Sanskrit for basically like making praise, all in it, basically like Allah, praising to Allah, if I gotta put it like that. And so that's Sanskrit. Devaya is divine in Sanskrit, and what I'm saying in Spanish, it le debo la vida mi madre. That is I owe the life to my mother, meaning I owe my life to my mother, and I owe the life to Pachamama, Mother Earth. It has multiple meanings, but it all connects into one. And the lady talking in English, it's basically intertwining everything. The shaman, the lady shaman, and then the male vocal is actually the shaman's son that I met at the ayahuasca retreat, and I asked if I could use his vocals to record this track, and he's like, sure, why not? Send it to me when I'm done. It's like, aha, it's gonna be fuego. Santa to Corazon, the alarm, yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. Ganamar, if I'm saying that right. Te amo. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. And I feel like recording, so I'm gonna record now because I'm in that mood. My voice is warmed up. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. All right, so we're gonna record. And you're gonna see my creative process if I can get my life situated really quick. Okay. And I gotta remember it's like 4 a.m. and And I'm very surprised. My roommates never complain, and I'm blessed that I finally got people that don't complain about my loud music and my weed smoking. Period. All right. Thank you. I literally manifested this room, but I don't feel like talking about this because we manifest everything. 111. Okay. So let me just get myself situated to record. Jose, you a night owl like me? I think. I mean, if you on American time. I did not drink water at all these past 3 hours. Goddamn. Okay. Let me close my window. Get that nice little reverb up in here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me take the auto-tune off. Someone was telling me, I asked my friend, what she felt, and she said, well, it sounded good, but like what she felt like was diluted by the auto-tune. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep that in mind. So I'm gonna record this one with no auto-tune. See how it goes. Let me just take out that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Ah, shit, I forgot to mute some things. Shit. Let me hear how that sounded, though. Yeah. I think I seen you in Cali, San Diego, California. Okay, that's a good warm up. I mean, I don't want to hear anything but this. All right. We good to run. When you're your own producer, photographer, video editor, yeah, give yourself more credit, girl. Fucking back. Le debo mi vida, mi madre. I thought I turned auto tune off. What's going on? Okay. Let me get back in my fucking zone now. Okay. This is it for testing. There's no auto tune. Is there an auto tune? No, there's not. Okay. The shit you don't hear on the final track. Le debo mi vida, mi madre. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Siente tu corazón. Siente profundamente con amor. Cenar. Cenar. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Mi madre. La debo la vida, mi madre. Mi madre. That was really loud. Okay. I think that take had something in there. And for some reason, the auto-tune, oh no, it doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, but let me do one more take because I actually did it wrong. So I'm starting to, feel it more. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Le debo la vida, mi madre. Mi madre. La debo la vida, mi madre. I keep missing the cue. Mi madre. Mi madre. La vida, mi madre. La vida, Pachamama. Ah. Divine. Well, now I'm just creating a bunch of different possibilities for this song to go. So I think I'm gonna just mute all of this. And then just do a fresh take. So I'm gonna do that and see how it goes, cause la table, la vida, mi madre, la table, la vida, siente tu corazón, sensación. Siente profundamente con amor. Con amor. Cenar. Mi madre, la debo, mi vida, mi madre. La debo, la vida, mi madre. La debo, la vida, mi madre. Mi madre. La debo, la vida, mi madre, mi madre. I'm your legacy. You live on through me. I like that. I like that ending. That was just an improvised ending. I like that. Do another take. La debo, la vida, mi madre, mi madre. Siente tu corazón, sensación. Siente profundamente con amor. Sonar. Sonar. La vida, mi madre. La table, la vida, mi madre, mi madre. You live on through me. I am your legacy. Something like that. That's hot. That's hot. I like that. Now this might change the whole song. I might change the whole song because of these takes now because this shit hot. And you not. Let me stop. What was that song? It goes, and I'm hot. And you not. I forget. It's the music coming out to me tonight. Jivaya, la table, la vida, mi madre, mi madre. Siente tu corazón cenar. Oh wait, I fucked up. It goes, siente tu corazón sensación. Siente profundamente con amar. Cenar. La table, la vida, mi madre. You live on through me. I'm your legacy. Yeah. Okay. I'm giving myself some choices. Okay, so I just did. Okay, between the last two takes, which one do you think was better? Take one, uno, or take two, dos? Or take three, tres, take four, cuatro, take five, cinco, take six, six. Let me stop. I don't know. I gotta listen back. This is, I miss having someone by my side to help me pick through all the takes, but it's okay. I'm gonna do one more by how I think I structured it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take notes. La vida, mi madre, la debo, la vida, mi madre. La debo, la vida, mi madre. La debo, mi vida, mi madre. Devaya. That was the wrong note. Devaya. Can't find the right note. Devaya. 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 Mi vida, mi madre, la debo, la vida. That take was alright. Alright. I'm kind of out the zone now, so I'm gonna just leave it with these takes. Whew. But yeah, that was a surprise. Alright, I guess I kind of want to go downstairs and warm these cookies up. That requires me doing things. How bad do I want these cookies? These cookies would be very nice warmed up. And I keep buying these cookies thinking I could go home and warm them up, but then I just end up eating them like not warmed up and straight out the pack. And then I get mad at myself because I bought them to warm up because I like warm cookies. Anyway, it's getting late. Let me save that. Okay, you said take two. I think it was this take. I kind of lost track already. Shit. How many takes did I do? I think. I think this was take 2. I swear I sound majestic as hell in that microphone. Then I hear it on the speaker. I'm like, I swear I was hitting them notes better. It's okay. Auto-tune. I actually just learned how to use auto-tune. Shouts out to Ayo. Ayo. Shouts out to him for showing me how to use auto-tune. But I used to not like auto-tune. I used to just be a fan of just raw takes, because I felt like, it was too fake. And this is what it's become. But yeah, I think I'm go get these cookies. Yeah. Well, Instagram can come with me to warm up these cookies, but YouTube can't. Okay.
Let's do it all together.
Uh,
All sentient beings
I think-
may be free from suffering. That we bring our dances and songs to the challenges of precious earth. That we awaken our inner shamans for the healing of this world.
Is that really how I sounded? I'm sorry, Jose. Listen, child. I swear I sounded like an angel up in that mic, but it don't sound that way when I play it back. It's okay. Sis, listen, you learning. But I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna leave this on loop while I go for YouTube people, so it's just not like silent. And then I'm gonna warm up these cookies.
Let's do it all together.
So let me just turn this down a little bit while I'm
All
away,
sentient beings
in case they can't hear me. Because when I do this in the bathroom, it sounds like a full-blown party up in here.
dances and
But,
songs to the
yeah.
challenges
Let's go heat up these cookies over there.
of precious earth. That we awaken our inner shamans for the healing of this world. We receive our energy from the sun. We respect the spirit of the fire. Let's pray all together that all sentient beings may be free from suffering. That we bring our dances and songs to the challenges of precious earth. That we awaken our inner shamans to the healing of this world. We receive our energy from the sun. We respect the spirit of the fire.
Whew. What an adventure. I almost didn't survive. That's how I'd be feeling when I go downstairs. Like that shit, like not even my territory. I'm so appreciative that I eat cookies right now. Yes, my soggy cookies. It tastes so much better warmed up. Why did I not do this sooner? I don't know. I need to drink water. Before I drink my agua, before I drink my water, I like to bless it, give my gratitude. So I'm thankful for this water, for giving me life, for giving everything life, for regenerating me, for rehydrating me, flushing out all the toxins. Oh. I don't like this glass because it's like so tall and thin. Like I could take like a few gulps and it's gone, but it wasn't full. But I'm gonna eat this cookie before it stops being warm because that was a lot of work to warm it up. This is stuff. I don't know if it's because I'm high, but this tastes really, really good. I kind of feel like playing guitar. I might take a crack at this again after I'm done. It's the longest time I've ever streamed on Instagram. I never knew you could do this. It better save. I'm gonna be pretty upset if it don't. If it don't, it wasn't meant to save though. Shit. Tonight was a very good night. Happy 111. I'm glad to be sharing this cookie in this space with you right now. Even though I'm not sharing this cookie, I'm eating it in front of you. But I'm just thankful for this moment right now. And whoever this is on YouTube, they definitely probably asleep. But I don't know who this is. Maybe it's me. Maybe no one is even on this live stream, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I know you here, Jose. So that's all that matters. At least one person is here. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna just put that to only me. So, I wish there was a way I could crop the beginning out, but I can. I can. Them cookies just gave me life right now. Okay. So I'm watching myself on live. Hungry, gonna eat. Son. Yeah. Look it, that's me reading your message on my phone. I took a lot of shrooms. Yo, let me chill. Okay. I'm done. But no, I think it says there's one person viewing, and I think there is a person viewing, but they're probably asleep. I don't know. I'm not too sure how that works, but I appreciate this person on YouTube sleeping with my thing playing in the back. Whatever floats your boat, you know. Let me play guitar. Cause I be drawn playing this loud ass music. bless my roommate's soul. You know. Alright. Oh shit, there was a person viewing the YouTube this whole time. That's crazy. I see you, YouTube viewer. I appreciate you, anonymous, who's probably not anonymous. Anyway. Yeah, Jose, feed that chakra. Anyway. Let me open the window. Wait a second. My phone about to die. Shit. Let me open the window so some sound can travel outside. You know what I'm saying? Because it is like 5 a.m. Hey, Resilient. Want some wings? There you go, baby. Oh, too much wind. Alright, Resilient. Gotta get that sun in the morning, right? Gotta talk to your baby. Gotta talk to your plants. You know what I'm saying? Alright. It's cookie. Alright. people who are here with me now. I want to thank again for joining my live stream. So I'm not here sitting talking to myself, which I have no problem doing, but it's nicer when you have friends. You know what I mean? And I just appreciate you. I appreciate sharing space, time, and energy with me. Like, it really means a lot to me that you're taking all these hours out your day to, oh shit, it's 333. That you're taking out all this time of your day to listen to me. Even if you're just listening to me in the background, like, I still appreciate that. Like, you could be doing anything, but you sitting here with me, like, good shit. Let me find the notes first. I'm kind of losing it, but you getting the point, man. I said it earlier, man. All right. I remember one time I took like 3 tabs or something, and I was just sitting here in my room. I had this salt lamp was on, and I was just playing my guitar. Like, and I was just like teaching myself how to play guitar. The universe, the cosmos was teaching me how to play guitar, and it sounded really good. And I'm not just saying that because I think so. It really did sound good, but I didn't record it or nothing. It was just time with myself, and I was like, I seen my aura around me, like, and it was green and purple and pink. It was like purple, pinkish, and green. I seen my aura around me, and I seen the green and purple, pink-ish color around like certain things. And like I was looking through I seen my reflection in my window, and I seen the green and purple outlining everything. And later on, I find out like that's your aura, and a green and purple aura means good, and blue means bad, gray means like there's no souls or something like that. I don't know. This YouTuber was telling me, like when he astral projected, he was talking to his spirit guide, and his spirit guide was putting him on game about auras, and he was saying like if somebody got a green and pink aura, it's good. If someone got a blue and gray aura, stay away from them. Stuff like that. So when I found that out, I'm like, oh shit. I just realized my aura was green and purple and something like that. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up, you know? So I just thought that was cool, you know? So I really wonder who this person on YouTube is. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just it gotta remain a mystery. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Eh. You can just hear how untuned my guitar is. It's tuned to my ear, okay? And all of them are different strings. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but I think it makes it. I kind of compare it to tires. Like, if you got different tires on your car, it's gonna maneuver different. I feel like it's the same thing with guitars. Like, if you got different strings on your guitar, it's gonna make different sounds. Let me work on this track though.
I don't worry, I tell you.
Let me hear this first take. Oh my god, I got so many takes. This is crazy. I got so many takes to go through.
Let's pray all together.
Let's start.
All sentient beings may be free from suffering. That we bring our answers and songs to the challenges that
Jeez.
pushes them. We receive our energy from the sun.
Okay. So now that I did raw takes and auto takes with auto tune, I see what Nietzsche is saying, that like the auto tune takes away from the emotion, the feeling. Like, yeah, it sounds good, right? But it's taken away from the rawness of the emotion of it, you know. And I see what she's saying now, and I definitely agree, which is why I didn't fuck with autotune in the first place. But then I heard how good it made me sound, but that wasn't really me, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing, you know. I'm about to it's kind of cold. And this is my last sage stick. So I gotta make it last, especially with my little speech I gave earlier about how you gotta conserve your sage or try not to even buy it at all, because sage is actually a tree and it's endangered and it's bad for indigenous people and just Pachamama in general. So just be mindful of what you consume. Bottom line, always be mindful what you consume. Always show your gratitude to what you consume. You know what I'm saying? Let me sage my bed real quick. And then when I sage my doorways, right? I sage my windows. Like I said, make sure your window is open so this bad spirits got somewhere to go, right? And I like to sage my bed. Some people sage the perimeters of their room. I already did that earlier. I don't feel like doing it again. You know, get a good amount of smoke up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sage your timeline, sage your phone screen, you know, sage you through the screen. And my time's almost up on Instagram. Okay, so there's a timer, 4 hours on Instagram. Wow. So I love y'all because I love myself. I love you because I love myself. Keep expanding. I'm always surrounded by love because I love myself. And I love you because I love myself. I think I'm going to come back on. Not too sure. But yeah. All right. Peace. Damn, I didn't realize 6 people joined my live on Instagram. Okay. So, this is crazy. Ooh, that's the longest Instagram video I ever made. That's crazy. Everybody, feel your body. Make up your mind. If you want me, come find me. Make up your mind. I think that's like Evanescence. Now post it and wonder who's gonna watch 4 hours of it. No one. Whoever does is a real one. Yeah. Ceremony. Why is there error? I'm not too sure. Music. Ceremony. Okay, how should I title this? Like, okay, there's a ceremony. Story time. We're calling relationships. I'm gonna say that we're calling relationships because that was more of that instead of. That sounds better. Ceremony. Calling relationships. Frequencies. Frequencies plus more, all packed in one. Buy it now. Boom, boom. Huh. Okay. Mama Kai's live. Oh no, she's not live. I'm like, what the hell is going on? All right, Mr. Mrs. YouTube person. For some reason, I feel like it's a guy viewing this. I don't know. It's just an instinct. I'm sorry if it's a female. Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you, bro. Just had a feeling I'm sensing masculine energy, so I don't know. What do I know? Fucking, I don't know. I don't know shit. Don't know shit. So let's celebrate it. Let me stop. Okay. So my question is, will this actually post? I don't know, but I just hope that John saves. We about to see. We about to find out. Oh yeah, that John can't save no 4 hours. What am I thinking? I don't know. I just hope it saves. Well, I mean, I got it on here. So I gotta look back at 250 to get that tape. That's like all I really want is the tape. Okay, so it did post. Cool. What was I listening to? I don't know. But it posted on Instagram, so we good. Alright. Alright, so what you call it? Bridging, sistering. Yeah, I wish you was interactive, but it's okay because I feel your energy, and I know you wish you could be, and you sleeping right now, or you just using an account or choosing not to, and that's cool. I respect your choice. I respect you. Respect this space we sharing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get back to it. I wonder how long I can live stream on YouTube. I think it's like 10 hours. I think it could go a long ass time. But let me work.
We respect the spirit of the fire.
Sistren, no. Let me hear this. Sensación. I feel like I just learned Spanish, so I don't know. Let me hear this.
Sentient beings may be free from suffering. That we bring our dances.
What the fuck? Oh.
The precious things, our dances and songs, the challenges, the precious things. That we awaken our inner shamans to the healing of this world.
I can just tell that thing's not good.
The precious things. That we awaken our inner shamans to the healing of this world.
Oh my god. Hey. Nope. That's not the one. Yo, if you could see how many takes I gotta go through, it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's not even that much, to be honest. Like, it's just my work ethic, my work style. Like, I need to find a better style, you know. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. It's getting that point in time where I'm tired of hearing myself talk. So I'm gonna get comfortable in my bed and get naked. um, and work on this track, I guess. Do whatever I feel like doing. But I really appreciate you for sticking out these 4 hours with me. Goddamn. Um, whoever did, whoever this person is, whoever these people are. Thank you. Honestly, I appreciate your presence just so I don't feel like I'm live streaming alone, you know. Whoever this person is, if I know you, let me know you watched my ish. Um, if you don't want to, that's cool, but feel like I know who it is. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I can't see who's viewing it. Or even if they up and not sleeping on me. But I mean, it is 5 a.m. where I'm at. So yeah, I know at least one person was here. That was Jose. He pop in, pop out. You know, when we align and we don't align, but we still sublime all the time. Alkalize my water. Where's my lime? Shit, where's my lime? Where's my lime? Traveling timelines just so I could see the line. Where's the line? Like, ooh, where's the line? Got too much energy. But yeah, I think I accomplished everything I want to accomplish. And Instagram definitely heard enough about me. That was a 4-hour live stream that was definitely unintentional. But yeah. Excuse me. It was a good talk. It was a much needed time with myself that I decided to share with others. Um, yeah, it's been real. I don't think I'm feeling it anymore. Um, I think I took it at like 11:30 ish, so probably felt it around 12:30 ish. So it's been about 5 hours or so, and I did eat kind of right before. So I'm gonna start to wind down. Um, I know as soon as I lay down and get comfortable, I'm gonna be, you know. So I really appreciate you being here with me. And just remember, you are always surrounded by love if you love yourself. And I love myself. So I love you. Simple. Keep expanding.